In the ever-evolving landscape of the Premier League, where established giants often dominate the headlines, one historic club has re-emerged from the shadows to stake a serious claim among the elite. That club is Aston Villa, with a legacy that stretches back over a century, including league titles and a European Cup win in 1982. Villa is no stranger to success. However, years of decline, relegation, and financial missteps saw them fade from the spotlight. Today, things are changing. Under the astute leadership of Unai Emery, Aston Villa is not just a competitive side again, they are a dangerous one. But how dangerous are they? Really? Let's break it down. The resurrection of a sleeping giant. To understand Aston Villa's current strength, we have to appreciate the transformation they've undergone. After a painful relegation from the Premier League in 2016, Villa spent 3 seasons in the Championship, rebuilding their squad and identity. Under Dean Smith, they secured promotion in 2019 and barely escaped relegation in their first season back. It was a turbulent time, but behind the scenes, smart decisions were being made. The club began investing in emerging talent and solid professionals, including Emiliano Martinez, Ollie Watkins, and Matty Cash. But the turning point came in late 2022, when the club appointed Unai Emery as head coach. Emery's pedigree, including Europa League triumphs and a solid stint at Villarreal, made him a manager of international stature. He brought structure, tactical discipline, and a winning mentality, and Villa began to transform. Tactical discipline under Unai Emery. What truly makes Aston Villa dangerous isn't just their player roster, it's the system Emery has implemented. Known for his detail-oriented approach, Emery's Villa is tactically intelligent, disciplined, and incredibly effective. One of the most striking features of their play is their high defensive line. Players like Pau Torres and Ezri Konsa play aggressively up the pitch, reducing space for the opposition to build play. This tactic is risky, but works well because of their understanding and coordination. Equally important is Villa's pressing strategy. Rather than constant high pressing, Emery opts for situational pressing, triggered when specific midfield patterns are spotted. This allows Villa to maintain defensive shape while still pressuring the ball when it matters. Their fullbacks, Matty Cash and Lucas Digne, play an instrumental role by pushing forward and creating numerical advantages on the wings. Meanwhile, attackers like Leon Bailey and Moussa Diaby often cut inside, creating space for overlapping runs, a hallmark of Emery's system. This approach makes Villa a nightmare for defenses that struggle with wide overloads or quick positional switches. Another deadly aspect of Villa's play is their lightning-fast transitions. As soon as they win the ball, they move it forward with purpose. With pacey attackers and midfielders capable of threading accurate long balls, Villa often turns defense into attack in a matter of seconds. This makes them especially dangerous against possession-based teams who can be caught out when they lose the ball high up the pitch. The players behind the threat. Behind every great tactical setup is a group of players who bring it to life, and Aston Villa has assembled a group that blends talent, experience, and chemistry. Up front, Ollie Watkins has grown into one of the most reliable strikers in the league. His intelligent movement, ability to press defenders, and improved finishing make him a constant threat. He's not just a goal scorer, he's also adept at creating space for others, making him vital to Villa's attacking shape. Between the sticks, Emiliano Martinez offers more than just shot stopping. The Argentine World Cup winner is known for his mental toughness, command of the penalty area, and outstanding reflexes. He's also brilliant at playing as a sweeper, which complements Villa's high defensive line. His leadership and confidence give the team a psychological edge in tight matches, particularly during high-pressure moments. In midfield, Douglas Luiz pulls the strings. A versatile and intelligent player, Luiz is excellent at reading the game, switching play, and helping transition from defense to attack. His long-range shots are an added threat, and he often takes up advanced positions to support the forward line. Alongside him, John McGinn adds grit and energy, and Boubacar Kamara provides the defensive stability needed to shield the backline. Defensively, Pau Torres brings calmness and top-level experience from his time at Villarreal. His ball-playing ability allows Villa to play out from the back without fear. Partnering him, Ezri Konsa adds pace and defensive awareness, forming a balanced and effective center-back duo. On the wings, Moussa Diaby and Leon Bailey offer unpredictability and directness, capable of changing games with moments of brilliance. Fortress Villa Park. One of the most underrated aspects of Aston Villa's resurgence is their dominance at home. Villa Park has become a fortress under Unai Emery. In the 2023-24 season, Villa boasted one of the best home records in the league. The crowd's energy fuels the team's intensity, and visiting sides often struggle to cope with the fast start Villa imposes from the first whistle. The tactical setup is amplified by the atmosphere, and the players clearly feed off the fans' passion. Villa's attacking play at home is especially ruthless. Their expected goals (XG) at home outpaces their away performances, which suggests that they play with more freedom and creativity when backed by the home crowd. Big teams like Arsenal, Spurs, and Chelsea have fallen victim to Villa's high-intensity home performances, a clear sign that Villa Park is once again one of the most feared grounds in the Premier League. Consistency against top opposition. One of the true measures of a dangerous team is how it performs against the Premier League's best. In that regard, Aston Villa has shown no fear. Under Emery, they've gone toe-to-toe with the league's elite and often come out on top. Tactical preparation is key. Against teams like Manchester United and Arsenal, Villa has shown remarkable flexibility, switching formations mid-game, adjusting pressing triggers, and exploiting the weaknesses of their opponents. In the 2023-24 season, Villa earned crucial wins against top 6 teams, showing not just competitiveness but dominance. Their win over Arsenal at Villa Park was a tactical masterclass, pressing in midfield, containing wide threats, and finishing clinically. They also caused problems for Manchester City, using their pace to exploit the space behind City's fullbacks. These performances are not anomalies, they're the result of clear practice strategies. Rising European ambitions. Aston Villa's return to European competition after a long hiatus is another sign of their rising stature. Competing in the UEFA Europa Conference League, they didn't just make up the numbers. They dominated their group and impressed with their professionalism and consistency. Unai Emery, known for his success in European competitions, managed the squad expertly, balancing domestic duties with European fixtures. European matches also revealed Villa's tactical adaptability. Emery occasionally used a back three system to protect leads or control tempo. These tweaks showed that Villa is maturing, no longer just a high-energy team, but one capable of controlling games on big stages. European success also boosts squad confidence and gives younger players valuable experience, a crucial ingredient for long-term growth. Areas to improve. No team is without weaknesses, and Aston Villa is no exception. One area of concern is their high defensive line, which can be vulnerable to quick, direct play. Teams with pacey forwards and creative midfielders who can launch long passes may exploit this tactic, especially on counterattacks. Liverpool, for example, exposed this vulnerability using diagonal balls over the top. Another concern is squad depth. While the starting 11 is strong, a couple of injuries in key areas, especially to players like Watkins, Luiz, or Martinez, could impact performance significantly. The club is working on this, and recruitment in recent windows has improved depth, but it remains a work in progress. Additionally, fixture congestion is a looming threat, with domestic and European games piling up, player fatigue and injury risks increase. Managing rotation while maintaining performance levels will test both Emery and the squad as the season progresses. Long-term vision and ownership back. Aston Villa's rise isn't just a short-term project. The club's ownership group, led by Nassef Sawiris, is deeply committed to long-term success. Investment isn't just being made in players, it extends to infrastructure, data analytics, and youth development. The goal is clear: establish Villa as a top 6 mainstay and a serious European contender. The club's recruitment strategy reflects this vision. They're targeting players with high ceilings, strong work ethics, and tactical intelligence. They're also working to expand their global presence, increase revenues, and modernize their facilities. With these foundations in place, the club is building for sustainable success, not just fleeting glory. Passionate fanbase and club identity. Another key factor behind Aston Villa's momentum is the unbreakable bond with their fans. Villa supporters are known for their loyalty and passion. They stuck by the club during its championship years, turned up in droves after promotion, and now create a cauldron-like atmosphere at Villa Park every week. This connection between the club and its community is priceless. The team on the pitch reflects the character of the fan base. Gritty, determined, and proud. Players fight for every inch, not just because of tactics or contracts, but because they feel the support behind them. Emery, too, understands the culture. He respects the legacy of the club and engages with fans and history, ensuring that the team doesn't lose its identity in the modern game. Comparison with other rising clubs. In the race to break the dominance of the Premier League's traditional Big Six, Aston Villa isn't alone. Clubs like Newcastle United, Brighton, and West Ham are also on the rise. However, Villa's resurgence appears more balanced. Newcastle may have more financial firepower, and Brighton might have a more advanced scouting network. But Villa combines elite coaching, smart investment, and a deep-rooted football culture. What sets them apart is consistency. Where others fluctuate in form, Villa remains focused and organized. With a coach like Emery, who understands long-term projects and European expectations, the club looks set to outpace many of its rivals in the coming years. So how dangerous is Aston Villa actually? The answer is very dangerous. They are no longer underdogs or overachievers. They are genuine contenders. With a sharp tactical mind at the helm, a balanced and talented squad, a passionate fan base, and a long-term vision backed by ownership, Villa is re-establishing itself among England's elite. They are beating top teams, dominating at home, competing in Europe, and growing stronger every window. Most importantly, they are doing it with consistency, style, and purpose. In the coming seasons, it wouldn't be surprising to see Aston Villa lifting silverware, securing Champions League qualification, and becoming a permanent fixture in the upper tier of English football. The lion is no longer sleeping. It's wide awake and hunting.